Hi, it's Jeff at Slavens Racing. This video is about the KTM 690, 950, 990 Sidestand bypass switch. There's a switch on it from the factory. It's this switch right here, and it's mounted up in here by two screws. Just two little screws hold it on, and it fits right up there behind the shift lever. And so there's two purposes for eliminating that. And the way you eliminate it is you have to install this. You can't just unplug the switch, because if you do, the computer tells the bike to not run. There's a number of, like I mentioned before, there's a number of reasons for doing this. If you're racing a 690 or 950, 990 Supermoto, you might want to remove the side stand for racing purposes. Or sometimes, if on these big bikes, if you're one of those crazy guys that likes to jump them, the kickstand will come down a little bit as you're doing that, and it will shut the motor off. And then for big guys like me that have big feet, you know, the heel of my boot will push back here, and it will push this down. When I'm standing on the pegs and leaning back, especially like on downhills, it will push this down and shut the motor off. Or at the very least, it will make the motor sputter, like that. And it really interrupts your riding. So the most important reason is that if you're out in the middle of nowhere riding on some rocky road or trail or whatever it is, that switch can get damaged. The rock can flip up and hit the switch and damage it, and then your bike won't run, because it tells the computer that the kickstand's down and it won't run. It will start up in gear, it will start up in neutral. As soon as you put it in gear, it shuts the motor off. This past weekend I was on the western slope of Colorado, up in the mountains on a very remote back road, and a friend of mine had that problem. The switch, a rock flipped up and hit it, and there was just a small scratch on the switch, but it was damaged internally, and the bike wouldn't run. We tried cutting the wires and wiring, hot wiring the thing, and I even rode my bike a few miles, got up on a hill, read some forums trying to find a solution. There was no solution other than replacement. So what we lucked out, and a guy came by with a dirt bike in the back of this pickup truck, and we flagged him down, and he hauled the bike an hour down the road for us to a KTM dealership. So we totally lucked out. But I'm now home, and I bought one of these switches a few weeks ago, but it's getting installed today, because I'm not riding this bike one more mile without this bypass switch. It's very simple. So after you remove those two screws, all you have to do is unplug the switch, and it is right up here in front of the alternator on the bike. Very easy to find. Then you just plug in this new connector, and then you just zip tie this wire to some of those other wires up there just to stabilize this little unit, and you're done. Now the kickstand can be up or down. Now you don't have anything that can get damaged out on the trail or Jeep roads, and you've eliminated a big headache. So I highly recommend this product. We'll have them in stock soon at slavensracing.com. Thank you.